What's up, y'all? It's Rhett from Carolina Takedown Talk. We got some big news. We are heading down to the Elite 8 duels. We're super excited. The biggest thing that we're so excited about are all the North Carolina kids getting the opportunity to go and scrap at this event. Nationally ranked guys everywhere. There's going to be college coaches all over the place. We had some guys step up in a really big way and say, hey, I want the challenge. I want to go scrap. And big kudos to you guys. The rosters have changed, I feel like, a million times, and that's just kind of what goes with building events like this. So, but we did want to talk about and come on and tell you guys about the guys that will be competing in this event from North Carolina. There's also a few that have North Carolina ties. We're going to talk a little bit about them, but we're going to mainly focus on the guys that are still currently wrestling in North Carolina. We're going to kick it off wrestling for Team Cali, Pinecrest Stone, Matt Rowland, four-time state placer in North Carolina, went 4-5 state champ and then runner-up this year, placed 8th at NHSCA's as a senior this year, is a Gardner-Webb signee. The biggest thing that we love seeing about some of these guys going to compete in this weekend is that some of them are already set into their colleges. They're locked in. They don't have to go and compete. They don't have to go and do this. We've already talked to 2 of the coaches this weekend from Vision Quest, Yarrow, and from Sammy Roundtree from Roundtree Wrestling Academy. So big shout out to those guys. Those are going to be dropping on our YouTube very soon. With that, as soon as this gets done, I'm probably going to start posting those up and go ahead and start making the drive down to Atlanta. So for Team Cali, Matt Rowland, going to be awesome. Super excited to see him to scrap and compete. Super excited for his opportunity. A late addition is Greg Merriman from Mooresville. We're getting to see Merriman scrap some nationally ranked guys this weekend. Just a junior, went 4th. I believe his sophomore year was an injury year. And then runner-up this year, placed at NHSC as a junior. So we got 2 back-to-back All-Americans wrestling in this event from North Carolina. Super excited. He doesn't have a school, at least not has announced it, or if he has, we have not heard it yet. And then for Roundtree Wrestling Academy, man, Sammy Roundtree could not say anything but great things about this kid. Said he's a coach's dream to have. Jeremiah Price also said that he's the best kid in North Carolina, hands down. No slight to any of our other amazing athletes that we have, but he said that Jeremiah Price is the best kid that we have in the state. And he's on a warpath right now. Has proved it. Is on track for 4, 3-time state champ, North Carolina State commit, blood rounded Super 32, placed 3rd at the Wolfpack Open as a high schooler, as a junior in high school, not even just a senior that's right there ready. He was a junior, placed 3rd at the Wolfpack Open, a solid, very well respected college tournament. And also won a NHSCA sophomore national title last year, and so he's a national champ. We're super excited to see him wrestling for Roundtree in this event. One of Roundtree's biggest matchups that he said that will happen this weekend is Cody Chittum and Jeremiah Price. He said that is the matchup to watch. If you are going to tune into this event, which will be streamed on Rockfin, all 4 mats are going to be there. Big shout out to Cliff Fretwell, Jason Fulmore, Southeast Wrestling, all the guys that are helping put this event on for the invite. Really appreciate the opportunity to be there. We can't wait. This is the biggest event that we've been a part of. We're super excited for it. But if you want to tune in, Rockfin, it's going to be a stream. All 4 mats are going to be streamed live. Amazing competition, y'all. If you're a wrestling fan, you need to watch this. This is one of the best high school events. I would say easily the best high school event in the Southeast, hands down, no question about it. Fretwell is the man, has built this and has turned this into a amazing event. We're super excited for it. So, Jeremiah Price, Cody Chittum, Sammy Roundtree's match of the tournament to watch, match of the event to watch. Super excited for that one. Then we got Devin Bell from Laney, one of the top kids in our state, one of the guys that competes nationally year-round, really. State qualifiers freshman year, went 3rd, 2nd, and then finished it out with a state championship this year. Campbell signee heading up to Bowie's Creek with Scotty Sentez and the crew out there. Super excited to see his college career, what he's going to do for Campbell, for the Camels. And, man, he is a absolute monster. Cannot wait to see him compete in this. Placed third at NHSCA senior, so All-American there, pinned a returning state champ in the finals, and beat a sophomore NHSCA All-American in the semifinals. So super excited to see him scrap at this event. And so next we've got 4, and these are all just for Roundtree. I think Roundtree brought the most North Carolina kids. Sam Roundtree is North Carolina native, runs for South Brunswick High School, down there on the East Coast, down near Laney's neck of the woods. So next we got Jameer, and one day I'm going to pronounce your last name right, man. I'm going to make sure I get it on video this weekend of you pronouncing it so I never butcher it again, because I think we are nowhere near hearing the end of this guy. Runner-up at high school nationals this year, at senior nationals, went 3-2-3 in high school at the state tournament, 4th at the Grappler Fall Classic, and Navy signee, heading up to Kerry Colette. Massive thank you and respect to you. Thank you for your future service, Jameer. Takes a special kid to sign to go to a military academy. That just shows his character and what he's about. So super excited, man. Whenever Jameer gets onto the national level, he wrestles lights out. I cannot wait to see him compete against some of the names that are going to be here. And one of the ones that I really hope that we get to see again is on Team Vision Quest. Nathan Carnes from Porter Ridge went third, first, beat a Super 32 All-American in the state finals this year. Wrestled, I've said in both interviews that we did with the coaches from Vision Quest and Roundtree, is that he wrestled the most perfect, if that's grammatically correct, who knows, but the most perfect state finals match of anyone this year. I believe, my personal opinion. Wrestled lights out, did what he needed to do, locked up that state title, and then he was a late addition to this event, and you gotta love to see that. A kid that just says, yeah, I want to wrestle on the biggest stage. I want the best matchups. I want to get better. So massive shout out to you, Nathan Carnes. Cannot wait to see him scrap on this one. I also believe, so these aren't released on the rosters, and I don't know, just because events like this, like I said, they change all the time. But I also believe that Elijah Brown, state runner-up from Eli Brown from AC Reynolds, state runner-up. I also think that he is going to be in town and wrestling in this event. I do not know which club for yet, which team. We'll find that out tonight if he is there, and if he's competing, we will announce what team he's wrestling for, what weight, and everything else. So some of the other guys that have North Carolina connections, Zeno Moore, he's not Lake Highland Prep, former North Carolina kid, Super 32 middle school All-American. He is an absolute monster. Absolute monster. If you haven't watched him wrestle yet, you need to this weekend. Tune in on Rockfin, watch him wrestle. And then we also have, and these are just for Vision Quest as well, these two, is Joe Seeley, Wyoming Sim, formerly of High Point, North Carolina. This kid is special. One of the most talented North Carolina kids, or kids to come out of North Carolina, I think, ever. Still young in his career, but has been building an impressive resume. Number 6 in the country currently. National prep champ, Beast of the East champ. Bonus his way through the season to a state title his freshman year here in North Carolina. Really, no one touched him. Super impressive. And has been doing massive, massive things at Wyoming Sim. We're just starting to hear the beginning for this kid. He is a great wrestler. Cannot wait to see him compete this weekend. And to all the guys that aren't from North Carolina anymore, or aren't wrestling out of North Carolina anymore, we're still pulling for you. We've said it from the very beginning since these things kind of started popping up, is that you may not be wrestling in North Carolina anymore, but we are still pulling for you. We still want you to succeed. We cannot wait to see you guys compete this weekend. Also, for Minions Legends, we've got Jax Forrest, now at Bishop McCourt, former Raw wrestler so Raleigh Area Wrestling Club and North Carolina wrestler, Super 32 middle school champ, Super 32 high school runner-up at 113 last year. So amazing resume that he's already putting together. And also Fargo A in freestyle and Greco. Y'all, we cannot wait for this event. It's going to be awesome. If you can't get to Atlanta, I know tickets are still on sale, I believe, on the Elite 8 Duels website. If you can't get to Atlanta, tune in on Rockfin. It's going to be an awesome event. It's going to be huge. Anything that Fretwell does, that Cliff and the boys down there do at Compound, anything they do it right. Have been amazing advocates for the sport. Pioneers, really, I would say. A big reason why we got into this. Massive influences there. And we're super excited to be a part of it. Y'all tune in on Rockfin. Support our North Carolina guys that are going to compete. We always say, go compete nationally. Use the opportunities. Go get it. And these guys are. These guys are taking the opportunity. A lot of them are already signed. They already have their futures locked up. They don't need to go and risk it and compete against these nationally ranked guys, but they are. Because they love this sport. They want to get better. That's what we continue to challenge guys to do. It's what we love to see it. So can't wait to get down there. Can't wait to see this action. Can't wait to see how North Carolina competes. Good luck to everybody. Let it fly. Have fun. Enjoy it. We'll see you there. If you're not going to be in Atlanta, tune in on Rockfin. Have a good one.